Okay, ready to do a air conditioning install. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 indoor units, and then the condenser that's gonna go outside. Day one of the install. Day one of the install, and of course, you know, in the install with anything, we already had to access the roof to look at some vent lines. Because we had a problem with the venting plumbing from the previous owner, which of course did not surprise me. It didn't surprise me because the previous owner, they just did not do things very well. Let's just say that. But it's my fault too for relying too much on the home inspection. That's like my biggest takeaway from this is relying too much on the home inspection and not doing my own research, even though that's what people got paid to do. So here's the fourth unit that was it's already taken out of the box, right? So this unit is gonna go up here. And they measured out for it and everything, and they already drilled the a hole to go out. And of course, what do we get right away is we hit some piping. That's a PVC vent line. So there's no fluid or anything like that, right? Like, it's just to vent the piping of the home. So here they're drawing out their layout for the indoor unit, and you know, the plate's getting ready to go up. Then they're going to mount the indoor unit, send it out, the refrigerant lines run down. And we're going to come out right there, run down, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so there is the additional hole that needed to be made to go around the vent line of the drain line of the plumbing of the house, right? So that now is a hole that goes to the exterior. So now we need to see, and then the plate is installed now. So what we need now is access from that yard to come up to this wall right here to be able to run the refrigerant lines and all that stuff. So I need to go ask the neighbor for permission to go into our backyard to put the ladder to put the AC. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready to move forward and put the other unit in the other bedroom right here. So we did some preparation. This was supposed to be on schedule for tomorrow, but it is what it is. That's why I'm here every day, to be ready to capture this stuff and move forward. There's a plan, and then there's the adjustments that go to the plan. We're already on probably like third adjustment, pretty significant. So it's good that I'm here as a project manager to be able to make the decisions that need to be made to keep pushing the project forward. Let's go ask the neighbor. So this is the back of the mini split unit right here, and this is where the bracket hooks up, one right here, one right here. I guess the other pieces hook up right here. Here's where your refrigerant line is at. Okay, your two refrigerant lines are there. That's where the plate is going. He's drilling out the hole for the refrigerant lines to go out to the exterior. So he just installed the plate right there, leveled it out. Whoa. Leveled it out, found and drilled the holes, put the drywall anchors, hit a stud, so he went straight into the stud on one of the screws. So that's the plate right there that's going to hold up the mini split indoor unit right here. Here's the coil of refrigerant line. I could see we have two different sizes right here. We have probably like what's a 1/4 inch a 1/4-inch refrigerant line right here, right? And then we have what looks like a 1/2-inch refrigerant line right here. So we have two big old coils there. That's probably what came in there. We have some insulation there. And then we have the electrical, which will eventually run to power each unit. And then I think that's what they're gonna work on right now, is the electrical part of it. Here I found one of the controls. So this will be cool to see it, you know. It's, you know, I kind of like that it's a big control because it's just big, you know, but I mean, it is kind of a little bit big. But anyways, I do like it though. We got us owner manuals, which I'm always a fan of. Do some light reading, right? But let's go take a gander at what is going on. And then I think for electrical wiring, so we shall see what's going on. Well, I put up these Christmas lights to create like the ambiance of a Thai restaurant, like in Thailand or something, right? Like, it's rare. You always see some strange stuff, like whenever you go to a different country, right? I did it during COVID. So I did it during COVID to since we couldn't go out, right? So it was like we had to create date night at home. So I created date night at home. I just never took them down. So they've been up for like, what, 4 years? Sorry. They gotta come down now because they're about to drill through somewhere right here. And the indoor unit is gonna go right there. Change. Not all change is bad. Some is good. So what's happening now is this is more or less like where the indoor unit of the living room is gonna go. So he tried to drill from the outside, but he hit a wood stud. He hit something. He's hoping it's a stud. So am I. And he's trying to move it away from the stud, either left or right to the stud, but still to line up with the unit that's up above. So that's what he's going to try to do right now, is line it up. So that's that. So let's see. So, oh, pretty cool. So you can see like a template, right? That tells you, okay, you know, you got to measure 5.12 inches away from the template. That's where you drill your hole. You drill a hole 2.5 inches in diameter. So if either which side you're going to go with your refrigerant line. But that wasn't what I was coming out here to do. What I was coming out here to do was to look at like where this line is at. Oh, he already went through. I didn't see that. See, so he already went through the wall. He started his original hole right here. He hit a stud, hit something. So we had to move it. He had to move it, right? And then there's the other hole from the other unit. So they're gonna run the refrigerant lines in a line this way and then across. And then that's where he's marked the other blue tape. And then we're gonna keep following it. And then the condenser is gonna go up there about 10 feet off the ground, so that this is a clear axis still to walk through. There's a lot of back and forth in this. Yeah, we're definitely moving forward over here now. So we're drilling out the holes downstairs, and he was asking me like, you sure you haven't done any remodeling, right? I said, no, not in that part of the house. So the determination was that he was hitting more resistance than up here. So he's like, I'm hitting something, I'm hitting more resistance. So as he opened up the hole down there, he said, oh, you have plywood and stucco, which is what's supposed to be. He goes, but up here, he goes, you don't have plywood, you just have stucco. And sure enough, come over here, there's my stud, there's the paper of the stucco, there's the stucco, and that's that. That clearly lets me know why up here it gets hotter than downstairs. Plywood is a 1/2 inch of wood that would help with the radiation process, right? As the heat comes in, it's just one more additional layer to suppress the heat from radiating in. But now the other thing that I wanted to look at was to see if there's insulation up here. Okay, there is. There is. That surprises me. I'm surprised they didn't cut the corner right there. Right, so we had to, they got the refrigerant lines out right there. Okay, watch your step. All right, so they got the refrigerant lines out right there. So here's the half inch and the quarter refrigerant line. They broke the hole through the stucco, and then they're gonna go up that one right there where the zip tie is coming out. So they marked it so that they could kind of align it and tie the lines together, and then from here they're gonna go across the blue tape, and then the condenser is gonna go somewhere right here, keep going that way, and then on that side of the window is where they're going to put Ezequiel's the unit in the other bedroom. So they're gonna go on that wall right there where the hole's already at. There's a hole already right there. Right there. So the existing hole's already there, and that's where we're gonna go. So they're trying to do all the work that they need to on this side while we're in the neighbor's yard, and they expect to get out of the neighbor's yard today. So we'll see. Hopefully that's the plan. Okay, so there it is, straight stucco. They just did straight stucco. There's the wire, there's the stucco, there's the paper. No plywood. So we got one indoor unit in already. It's got it in, mounted. That's that, right? So then we got the other unit mounted. But of course, it's like an ongoing thing because I can't just focus on what I'm doing because stuff just keeps happening all the time. So as we're installing these AC units, my tenant in the front texts me that the blinds have fallen down. Blinds that I've pulled probably like 50 times while I was up there cleaning the place. Never an issue. But anyways, the other unit that's in the bedroom above the living room is lined up with this one. This one gave the installer a little bit of an issue mounting it. You know, it was the refrigerant line and the hole and the bend that the refrigerant line needed to take. Eventually he got it down. So we got the refrigerant line sticking out there. Then they're gonna bend them down. They're gonna bend them down to meet up with these refrigerant lines. Not connect to these, but just, like I said, run towards the condenser. But that's the angle that we needed to get with the ladder on the other side of the fence. The other side of the fence, though, I need to get a surveyor out here because I've always thought that that part right there is my yard. Over there too. But I need to get to that. Just because I thought that the spacing back here was too narrow. So we need to, that's just the future project right there. But for now, AC. And when the guys go on lunch, the air conditioning guys, when they go on lunch, I'm gonna go up to the front and reinstall the bracket and the blinds up in the front and do a stomach check, midday stomach check, you know. From stress. That's what I mean by that. So we got one ladder right here working up on this. Refrigeration lines coming out right here. We got the ladder coming up working on from the neighbor's house, and he ran down while I was taking a lunch, an extended lunch, dealing with other problems, like multiple problems. He put in the plastic like canal, right? So it's like a plastic canal that goes against the wall like that. And then he's got his 220, you know, electrical cable here on the reel. And then they ran down the condensation tube, which is this white tube right here, right? Because when cold air is circulating, it builds up condensation on the outside. Because the outside is hotter than the refrigerant that's flowing through the line. So then you have the two refrigerant lines that also are fed down. So you have two refrigerant lines fed down, one electrical line, 220 volt alternating current, and then the condensation tube, and then the canal on the side that faces the wall, and then the cap that's gonna go on it to cover it up. But that's the bedroom unit up on top, and then we're gonna kind of like line it up with this one right here and then run them that way over there. So this is the wiring for each, you know, head, right? Air conditioning head. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, and then you have your oh, that one's cool. So you have your grounding cable, your live wire, your neutral wire. Yeah, I don't remember the volts, alternating current there. But anyways, that's it right there. So that's that. That's how that goes. So day one, they're wrapping up. They got that bedroom indoor unit done. They routed the AC lines and the electrical lines, ran it down. They ended up right here. They need more material, so that's a good breaking point for today. You got your condensation lines going down right there. And then they got the other bedroom. They got the other bedroom, the unit installed. Same thing. Refrigerant lines out, condensation lines out, electrical line out. It's hanging right there. Padre. Oh, pensé que era mi hijo. Yeah, so tomorrow they're gonna come in right here, and they're thinking about putting the condenser somewhere in this range right here. So that's why I'm clearing out the garage to take care of that right there. But for now, more downs and ups today. More downs and ups today. Still got a few more things to do. I'm gonna work till I fall asleep, till I shower and fall asleep. The next 3-4 days, it's work till I shower and fall asleep. But today was like barely a win so far. Like barely. But it's the name of the game, man. It's the name of the game. Time to lock up this. The link, son of a bitch. I missed the link. Okay, so they're drilling through Ezequiel's the bedroom closet to come down to run the refrigerant line up. Can't really see. The wood looks good. There was an electrical wire here, so luckily they stapled it correctly and we missed it. They did double drywall down here, which is beyond me why they would do that. But that tells me why I couldn't find my studs on that wall over there, because it's probably double drywalled everywhere up here. But anyways, we've drilled through the hole. Where's the other hole? Oh man, I missed this. The hole is like right behind that insulation right there. I missed him coming through. So they're gonna run the refrigerant line through there and go through that wall right there, and then go up here and into the bedrooms. So here is the 1/2 inch drywall. That's one layer. The other 1/2 inch drywall. Who knows why you would do that, but it is what it is. So this is where they went into the closet, right? They went into the closet. This is the hole that's going into the garage. So they're gonna run the refrigerant line through there, come up through there, and then go that way right here. So that's why they did their holes right there, because they're fishing for their lines to go through the wall. So now that's what we gotta go see. Okay, I think that's where their lines came through, where the green marker is at. And they're just gonna make a hole right through it. ¿Va a hacer el hoyo?
No, todavía no.
Oh. So he's making his hole for the refrigerant lines, all the lines, refrigerant, electrical. So he cut through the laminate floor already. He's at the subfloor. Probably needs a deeper socket to go through. And then he's gonna have to do the same thing down below with the drywall, and then repeat up there. And then the template's going up here for the other unit. Refrigerant lines are now peeking through the wall right there. There's the 2 refrigerant lines. Template is up. The mini split head unit is going in. The condenser line is gonna get ready to be run through. Then electrical is gonna come through. That is going through the wall. Coming out right here. Right? you got your two copper lines running down. They're gonna remove this brace because they're gonna have to cap it, maybe like a 4x4 brace. They're going through the hole there, through the floor of the second floor. Let me take you downstairs. So that operation is going on down there, right? Meanwhile, you got cleanup crew right here, okay? They're helping out. And then this is where the copper lines are running through the garage floor. So from the bedroom upstairs through the closet, it's coming down this way. They've got the copper lines running, and then they're gonna follow that line, and they're gonna go all that way. So they're gonna have to cut a hole through the exterior wall there, come out through there. And they're gonna have to, hold on, come out through the wall somewhere right here. So we need to see where we're gonna come out through so that we can connect the bedroom unit right here, the other bedroom unit right there, and then the third unit through there, and the fourth unit through the living room, all to the condenser that's gonna be right here. So here's the hole for the exterior wall. Here's the 2x4. That's the support for the subfloor up on the top. I just checked it for termite damage. It feels pretty good. I scratched the exterior wall there. That's plywood right there. I wish I had a bore scope right now so that I could see. But you know what I don't see is insulation. I don't see any insulation. And I don't feel any insulation on this wall right here. Exterior walls require insulation. Otherwise, the heat comes in. There's a hole, and hole behind. So that's exterior coming into the garage. Go electrical line, condensation line, copper refrigerant lines. Things are moving along. They're moving along. So here's the exterior of the my rear unit. That's the alley access. And then here's the stucco, and you could see the 1/2 inch of stucco right here. Then the 1/2 inch of plywood right there. And in the absence of insulation, right? And in my garage, and the AC technician working over there. But the absence of insulation, because I feel no insulation anywhere. Of course, now what that means is that it gets hot inside. So when the heat comes in from the west and hits this wall, it radiates through with nothing to stop the heat from radiating through. Why would a previous homeowner do that? Because they don't have the financing or to do things right. It's pretty much it. They don't do things right, you know. So you end up paying with time, because you now have to get an AC unit that runs all the time, opposed to preventing things that cost you one time to do it right one time initially. Instead, you pay for AC, summer, cold weather, winter. You end up spending more money. Do things right the first time. Here's the installation of the electrical. We're gonna go into that 40 amp breaker right there. The electrician is now installing this wiring right here. Did the cutout. Lets me see that it's just stucco and no insulation. like I figured. But there's the new conduit right there for the new electrical line over there. We'll see what's going on the other side right now. It's coming along, man. I'm just trying to just...
Don't put your hand in there, please.
No, I won't. Thank you for keeping reminding me, dude. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, so we got an electrician working on the electrical part, right? And he's getting ready to run the extension, the whip. I think that's what they call it, right? So then you go this way, and then he's coming back, and then we got the whip right here, the disconnect. That's going up. We got all the lines right there going up, and then we're running all the refrigerant lines, the condensation lines. We got that bedroom unit already hooked up, and we got that bedroom unit over there hooked up, and the living room unit hooked up. So we got the air conditioning guys working over there. We got the electrician over here. Watch your head. Watch your cabeza. And then we still got to cap up right here. Too easy. Okay, but it's coming along. And then we got we had to open the units back up again because there's apparently a Wi-Fi feature in these units, right? Net Home Plus, gang dong Messi compressor, whatever. So there's a little chipper thing in here, right? User manual for SmartKit. So apparently this can be like a router. It's a router that's inside of the indoor head unit of each bedroom, so that it's just going to transmit. It can transmit the Wi-Fi unit throughout the house. So that'll be cool, because I ended up buying this Orbi unit right here for a whole lot of cash money that I was never able to figure out. So hopefully that replaces it. All right, day 3 of the mini split installation. This is the last cosmetic thing that needs to be fixed. They're just encasing the refrigerant lines, the condensation line, the electrical line. They sealed up the hole that was cut into the wall to go out into the condenser. So they're just waiting for that to dry up to finish off the seal right there and finish the attachments to secure to the drywall up there. Well, that's happening. The stucco repair is done right here. It's dried off. So that's that. Oh, that's why it doesn't close, because a little bit went up in there. Okay, I mean, I'm going to have to cut off just a little bit to be able to put the lock on there. A little do out. Overall, a pretty good stucco job. All right. And then they're pretty much done up here. They got the nitrogen. Yeah, they're pressurizing the condenser with the nitrogen to do a leak test. They're doing their leak test on the condenser and the head units inside of the rooms. So once they're done right there with the nitrogen, then and their leak test and everything's good to go, then they'll do the fill it up with refrigerant. So in the meantime, we just keep it pushing, and we just keep moving forward with all kinds of other stuff. You know, there's just ongoing stuff to do here all the time. So let's get the view from the other side. All right, flip mode, baby. So this is where all the refrigerant lines were hooked up, right? So he's already labeled them. See, living room right here, boom. Uh-oh, I touched something. Master bedroom, son's room, girl's room. So here's your nitrogen lines, right? Hooked up to your gauges. The electrical that was ran up to the quick disconnect. And then that's that, you know. I don't know what's gonna happen right here. But we'll see what's up, you know. All right. Checking out the mounting. All right. Got the little valves. Everything looks good to go. We might have some refrigerant, some cooling today. We'll see what's up. Pretty exciting. Yep. Watch your step. All right, the condenser's on. It's pretty quiet. Vibration wise, there's like really no vibration like whatsoever. And I mean, you can see the fan on right there, right? So it's blowing all the hot air out that way, right? Like I said, vibration wise, nothing. Like, I don't feel any vibration. I mean, there's like very slight vibration. The good thing is that it has the rubber stops. It has rubber stops here and here to absorb some of that vibration. It's right underneath one of the bedroom windows, but when I was up there with the window open, like I could barely hear this. So it's not gonna cause like disruption of whoever sleeps in that bedroom there. So that's good right there. So it's been running for about like I want to say maybe like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. So it's the beginning of the load test right there. I already checked the electrical panel right now, but let's come back and check it again. Okay. So, right, I'm checking for heat at the breaker. Nothing. The breaker hasn't tripped. If it was being overloaded or heating up, it would trip. I would say there's zero heat, no tripping. So far so good. It's holding up. There it is. It's one of 4 units set at 66 degrees. Oh my God. Relief. So this is one of the 4 units in one of the bedrooms. And the condenser is right there. It's outside, right? Feeling on the wall right here. I feel no vibration. I mean, if I was really looking for something, like I could say, okay, yeah, there's vibration here, there is something there. But as far as like comfort goes, this if you put something right here, it would not like vibrate a desk or anything like that, right? Can you hear the condenser on with the window closed? I could hear it knowing that it's on, but it's not like an inconvenience loud, right? So here's the window. Oh, here's the window open. Here's the window closed. Here's the window open. So you could hear it, but it's still, it's like super quiet. Super quiet. So this is the view from the neighbor's yard. You got one bedroom unit right there. All the wires coming out. The unit's on right now. As you could hear, you can't hear it. You can barely hear it. It's functioning at a full load test right now. It's probably been running for about like 30 to 45 minutes. It hasn't tripped the circuit breaker. Circuit breaker's still cold, not overheating. We got condensation coming out the condensation tubes. Vibration wise, we're good to go. Checking all the ducting, all the mounting hardware. We're good. I'm good. This is where it comes into the other two units. So you have I have another unit up there in that bedroom, one unit in that bedroom, and then this unit meets up with the living room unit right here. And then the other bedroom unit that's on the other side goes through that hole right there that is not sealed up. Uh-oh, we got a problem right there. Okay, we gotta seal that up right there. Yes sir. We gotta spray some goo or something like that right there. Alright, so it's good that we came out here and we checked this all out. We need something right there. Hold.